GunDog Broker, the most comprehensive website focusing on hunting dogs. If you're looking for health information, lineage, and performance, GunDog Broker has what you're looking for. Log on today and find out if your dog is GunDog worthy. I'm Kirk Driskell with GunDog Broker, and today we're in the field with Mark Fulmer with Sarahsetter Kennels in Aiken, South Carolina. How are you doing, Mark?
I'm fine, Kirk.
Yeah,
good
pleasure. Thanks for being here with us today. So we're on your farm here, where your kennels out in Aiken, South Carolina. And can you tell us a little bit about the farm? How long you've been here in the kennel?
I'll be happy to. I bought this property in 1982. Moved out in 83. It's a 26-acre farm, and when I bought the property, it was a dead-end dirt road with 1,000 acres of paper company land next to me. So I thought I was safe, and of course, development doesn't wait for anybody. So now I have a subdivision next door. But I'm grandfathered in, so I can continue to train dogs here. So I'm quite happy. Over the last 20-something years, I never really had a master plan until later, so it all sort of came together. But I ended up developing a great training facility that's got everything that I need basically on 26 acres. We're sitting in a 4-acre pasture that has my horses in it normally at nighttime, and during the day they're up front in the other 3 acres of pasture. So during the day I use this 4-acre field of obedience training, beginning of handling work, and that sort of thing. Then we've got 5 or 6 acres with the buildings on the property, and then I've got another 15 acres behind the kennel building, which I've been managing for 30 years, is a piney woods, a really nice cover. And I have several options in the way I run dogs back there, where I can encourage a dog to run, or I can hunt him like a grouse dog. So it gives me lots of opportunities to train here.
Train on the field, so you don't necessarily have to get in the car to go somewhere every day. You can train a lot here.
I'm often asked about training retrievers, and I enjoy training upland retrievers, but I don't have ponds on the property, and because I'm not a full-time retriever trainer, I've never wanted to load up and carry 1 or 2 dogs to a pond and have to spend all that time driving.
Yeah. So if you could tell everybody a little bit more about you. How did you get in this sport? And we were kidding around a little bit this morning, and when we called him, he said, it's a little early. We're not duck hunting today. This is a gentleman's sport. I'm going to eat my breakfast, drink my coffee, and we were cutting up with it a little bit, but it was fun to do it because it is different. But so, how did you get in to the field trial circuit on the setters and in that area? Could you just let everybody know a little bit more about that?
Actually, my first dog was an Irish setter named Sarah that I obtained in 1975 from my brother on a little quick deal because he needed cash, and I bought his puppy from him, and she ended up being a great natural bird dog. I hunted her for 6 years, and frequently was ridiculed by the old guys that say, "Leave your dog home, we've got plenty, we don't need an Irish setter." So when she passed away at age 6 of cancer, I went out and bought the best field trial red setters that I could find in the nation, and I ended up spending an entire decade campaigning those dogs in walking field trials with the National Bird Hunters. My first Derby season with Rebel, he was Dog of the Year in South Carolina, and I went on with him to have numerous shooting dog wins. But the dog that came behind him was a little female named Lee, and over a course of 6 or 7 years, I ran her in every type of trial that was available. I ran her in walking trials, I ran her in shoot to retrieve trials, I ran her in horseback trials. I actually ran her in an AKC trial because she happened to be dual registered. So she ran the gamut, and she was a great dog that was sort of the foundation of my red setter line that I have now. At the same time, I'd bought an English setter locally from a fella that had just sold the sire to the Japanese, and I think it was back in the 79 or 80. The Japanese paid $18,000 for a dog named Driftwood Acres Mikey. It was one of the first dogs that the Japanese bought, and I was fortunate enough to have a granddaughter of that dog, and she ended up being a great dog, and she was the foundation of the English setters in my kennel.
So 1980 present, you're still breeding the same line. So I know today we're going to be around some 6-week-old puppies and some 12-week-old puppies, and these are 5th, 6th generation of your dog in your line that you've been breeding?
Absolutely. Dixie, this first setter I had, she might actually be the 7th or 8th generation
Down.
down. So, you know, it's a fraction of what she was, but I've continued to improve the breeding program over the years.